Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age, well the Zodiac Age specifically. This will be the final main story recording set, so if you're just here for the main story, there is no reason to watch anything beyond this video and the very next one. The very next one will be the credits, and because of how YouTube works, it's very possible, because the original international version that I have on my channel also has this problem. It's very possible that that video will be blocked in the United States, so there's nothing I can do about that, but just a little heads up. Excuse me. Just a little heads up ahead of time, just in case it is indeed blocked in the US. It's not my fault. Anyway, I have preemptively buffed everyone by stepping outside of Rabanastre. As you can see by all the buff icons, I have fixed their gambits, so these are the gambits we will be going in with. I don't know how Infuse works, I've just put it there. We'll see how it goes, I guess, I don't know. But again, I don't know how it works. This can be turned off too, because we're not going to be stealing, we're not going to be poaching. Everything beyond this point in the story is basically irrelevant for gameplay purposes, because there is no save point beyond here. The only save point you have accessible beyond this point in the story is in New Game Plus. There is no save point between here and there. That's it. So keep that in mind. Anyway, these are the gambits we're going to roll with. Pretty simple gambits, more or less. Until you get to the casters, as you can see. The casters are a little bit more complicated. Now, Fran here does have the predicament that because she needs charge, because she is a healer, it's imperative that she be able to get her MP back. She does not have any sort of protection besides Dispel against reflected enemies. So, minor potential problem there, shouldn't be too bad. He is just a tacky dude with some minor buffs. She is Black Mage Lady, so this is what she's got going. She's also going to be our tank. We're going to go into two parties. We're going to go in with Vaughn, Balthier, and Fran as the primary initial party, and then for the final fight, we're going to go in with Bosch, Ash, and Penelo. So they will get their time in the spotlight for the ending there. But there's Penelo. Penelo's really busy with buffs. That's pretty much her entire purpose. She just buffs. So, unfortunately, I don't have Shelga because I have not traversed that area in the game yet. If you're just going through the storyline, you will not have Protectica because that is found in Nabudis. Shelga is found in the Great Crystal in a portion that is blocked off until after you do the story. Bravery and Faith, I think, are in Nabudis as well, but I'm not 100% certain on that. But you know, just bear in mind that you might not have those. The rest of the spells you should have access to at this point in the story if you're following along. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this underway, shall we? So, of course, in order to do this, we need to get into our private airship and actually fly to Bahamut. Despite the fact that it's directly overhead in Rabanastre, you cannot see it. You also can't just say, hey, I want to go there. Now you gotta actually get on your ship and then fly there. But anyway, you will not be able to return. There is no going back. So whatever save you make before going to Bahamut is the save you'll be doing end-game stuff with, so bear that in mind. Or, you know, fighting the end boss with, as the case may be.
This wind, what could it be?
A tornado? Tornado? It's headed right for us!
We gotta get out of here this way!
Make your target the Resistance heavy cruiser.
Our dear Cid, slain by his son. A common tale of late.
Firing solution complete. Sighting is good.
Release valves open. The nether sites are critical.
Auxiliary show clear.
Put an end to this. They have already surrendered.
Let us make of this an offering. One he might see even now. Venat, what say you?
The main battery stands ready.
I beg you!
Fire.
Why this?
Once they see that there can be no surrender, the Resistance must needs come at us with all they have. We will answer their attack head-on and destroy them, before the eyes of all Rabanastre.
If you do this, the people will only grow to hate you the more.
And should I pardon them, they will only rise up yet again.
I do not believe they would. In cooperation lies our hope. You are mistaken. You are wrong, brother.
And if I am? You had best find the strength you need to correct me then.
Ship sighted ahead! A score or more! The Resistance fleet, my lord!
Hear this! Today we write the first page of a new history. Our history. Each of you must play his part. Put down this rebellion. For Arcadia, we fight!
For Arcadia!
Prepare to fire on my command. Heavy cruiser South Figaro stands ready to destroy us. Touching our line. Page measure launching.
May fortune favor us all.
Keep your formations tight. Give them a warm welcome. Many more to choose from. Right for the taking. Remember your sailing. We'll make it. Hey, Brad, we've reached.
All ships clear. Give word to the cannons. Make ready and fire.
We have a clean line.
Prepare the second volley. Be quick. By the gods.
Carrier Galabal. She's lost.
ship from abaft. Could it be?
Uncle, it is I. I'm crossing to the Bahamut to stop Vane.
What are you saying? You are too rash. Your duties come after the battle is over.
If we allow them to destroy us here, there will be no after. You must assist our charge.
Stop! You must pull back. Stop the stroll.
Hold it. Wait. This is Master Solidor. I'm going in with her, so we're fine. I got the princess covered.
Larsa Solidor? So you hold him as a hostage?
No, Uncle. He will fight with us against Vane. Leave it to us.
Understood. Our fate is in your hands.
Yes.
I got the princess covered.
Lars would say that.
We're relying on you for fire support. Give them something to think about. We'll pick our moment and make our move.
Quite the welcome. Careful.
One follows.
Ah, you want to dance? Then let's dance.
A new partner.
It's not easy being this popular, you know. There it is.
Come on. Come on. Vane will be in the fortress's command tower. I saw something of the like on our way in here. Right above our heads.
We need not fight all the Empire to win. If we can get to Vane, we can put an end to this war.
Let's get going then. Find Vane wherever he's perched and knock him off.
Welcome to the Sky Fortress Bahamut, which, logically, as you might suspect, has no map. Just like the Great Crystal from earlier in the game. We don't know where we are. This place is relatively simple. It is a circular area to the outside, which has multiple sections like this, which all have treasure in them. Usually dark matter, I think. Connected by these hallways through the sides. I think it's just 4. And it just goes in a circle. It might be more than 4. I think it's 4 though. But they're disconnected by this. They'll be full of these Imperial gunners, and occasionally, go ahead and speed the game up. Occasionally a dude with a dog will show up, but it's mostly just these, not Imperial gunners. It's mostly a variety of Imperial units that will be here to fight us. Unfortunately, Althir here is being brutally murdered, which is about par for the course in this place. You can quickly be overwhelmed, especially if your healing output is not up to par or something like that, or your damage isn't up to par. You can quickly be overwhelmed. These enemies are 45 to 50-ish. I think they're 47-ish mostly, but it's a thing to be wary of. So we can go that way, and we'll go back to another area like the one we came from with a treasure chest in it and some Imperials. Or we can head this way, and this is the way we are supposed to go. It'll lead to a central area. The central area also contains some rooks and, you know, other variety-shaped objects in the area, and can very quickly overwhelm you and kill your party. So when you're in the center, don't linger too long, because you will probably die.
They hide in the sun! Battery destroyed! It's overpasses hit! Damage report! We need those ready fighters! Enemy squadron still incoming! What are you waiting for? Fire! Fire!
Is this their worst?
The line is drawn.
The Resistance fights their battle well. We dare not fail them. We dare not falter.
Stop worrying. We just have to clean up here, and then Ash will be the queen.
It's kind of hard to believe. I can't even imagine trying to rule a whole kingdom.
A queen might always run away with the help of a sky pirate looking to raise his bounty a peg. I doubt our queen would need the help of any sky pirates.
Do you really think me as strong as all that?
Who said anything about strong? You'll make it. You got good friends.
Stands around chatting while war wages outside. Anyway. Like I was saying, you can quickly be overwhelmed here, so preferably, I don't know why I keep opening that, preferably don't spend too much time in here. There's one of those shapes. This might look familiar to FF14 players. For some reason, the rooks sometimes don't aggro at all, and other times take quite a while to aggro. I don't know what's wrong with their AI, but we should probably not hang around here too long. As I've mentioned previously, the worst ones to fight are mostly just the spinner rooks. The rest of them aren't too bad. None of them are really too bad, it's just they show up in large quantities. In fact, we're going to now leave. So I think no, there's no wrong way, that's right. What we need to do is we need to go to the center here. Or this guy. Ow. There will be a side path right here. No, wait, not that one. This one. Missed it by slightly. And this is our destination. Once you are here, there will be no enemies, because apparently they can't use their own elevators. So it's a thing, I guess. Should have set up some item gambits for my physical attackers, but that's okay. We're gonna sit here, let Fran do her healing and debuffing or rebuffing or whatever else she needs to do. She doesn't have too many buffs available, so it shouldn't take too long. He says. Should be all of it. Alright. Once you're here, you need to walk over to this little thing here, which is the lift controls, and we will then promptly be interrupted upon engaging the lift.
So you have lived.
I am Judge Magister. Even in disgrace, my just reward for aiding the Empire that destroyed my homeland.
Gabranth, do not blame yourself anymore.
You confound me, brother. You failed Landis. You failed Damaska. All you were to protect. Yet you still hold on to your honor. How?
I had someone more important to defend. And defender I have. How is it that you have survived? Is it not because you defend Lord Larsa?
Silence! All was stripped from me. Only hatred for the brother who fled our homeland remains mine. Tell me, why do you forsake that which you must hold most precious?
I do as I must, brother. Or is that not answer enough?
So we now have to fight Judge Gerbroth once again. He starts the battle with haste and literally nothing else, and just like the last time we fought him, he doesn't really do anything. In fact, he's, I think, possibly even identical to the last time we fought him. I'm not sure exactly, but...
Look, Bush, your friends die, as they must, for surely you cannot protect them. Know now the despair you have taught me.
He does use Renew, I forgot about that. Not that it matters, because it literally doesn't do anything else, you know. Minor interruptions, I forgot what I was talking about, apart from this guy not doing anything. You could probably quad speed through this fight if you want. The only thing you need to worry about is if he combos, but you should, if you have Protect up anyway, you should have enough health to survive his combos. When he enrages, I believe he gets CT0 and a slightly higher combo rate. I think he gets defense up too. Here's he gets defense up. The only real problem is CT0. The rest of his attacks are unchanged. There you go. Told you. Easy fight.
Have you your fill of this?
I would ask you the same. Let this end, Noah.
I have no right to be called by that name.
Then live and reclaim it.
So many interruptions. Thankfully that time it was during a cutscene, so you guys wouldn't have known. But anyway, he could just kind of sit here. Hangs out. We don't kill him because we're good guys. We do, however, operate the lift controls. And because this is the end of an RPG, we will then get interrupted by yet more cutscenes. Which is fair enough, it is ending the storyline. It's kind of what you expect at this point in the game.
I bid you welcome to my Sky Fortress, the Bahamut. I must apologize for my delay in welcoming you aboard my ship. Permit me to ask, who are you? An angel of vengeance? Or perchance a saint of salvation?
I am simply myself. No more and no less. And I want only to be free.
Such a woman is not fit to bear the burden of rule. Weep for Dalmasca, for she is lost. Observe well, Asa. Watch and mark you. The suffering of one who must rule, yet lacks the power.
No. No, brother. I will not. Though I lack your power, I will still persist.
Bold words, child.
For this fight, we have the assistance of Lord Larsa, who starts with Protect. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what the camera just did there. Starts with Protect and Faith. He is like level 50 or something like that. I don't know what level specifically he is, but he is not part of our party. We cannot buff him or anything like that unless you tell... Sorry, we cannot buff him with party-specific commands. The ally commands still work is what I was trying to get at there. But anyway, this fight's easy. Larsa doesn't really do much. He sort of just exists for most of the fight, but this fight is a joke. Nothing happens here. Vayne himself is pretty weak.
Your lives are forfeit, and your insurgents with them. Dalmasca will again know order. For good and all, I shall bring your futile attempts at rebellion to an end.
He gives us a little talk and then starts doing his special attacks when he hits about 50%.
What am I to do with those who would oppose me?
He's,
But show them death!
he's got really cool special attacks, but they're still really not very intimidating. Nothing he really does in this form does much of anything. He does parry a lot, so I will give him that.
Will fall.
He basically has his own quickenings, and they're rather cool looking. He also just punched the universe into pieces, yes. When he gets critical health, his defense goes up a lot. Like a pretty beefy amount of defense increase. I think the low end of damage for axes when he does this is like sub 100, but it's kind of irrelevant because he's already done.
Lord Brother!
Larsa!
Manufactured nethicite.
Behold the power left me by our fallen friend. Gabranth, you will defend my brother. He will have much need in the hell to follow.
Yes, I will defend Lord Larsa.
The hound strays. Treason bears a price.
One I gladly pay.
Time for Vayne round 2. Slightly uglier version. So Vayne, in this phase, has the assistance of a bunch of these Sephira, which are relatively high level, but they don't have a lot of health, so it's kind of real, and he also starts with some buffs. We also have the assistance of our friend over here, Judge Gabroth, equally high level, starts with Protect and Bravery, pretty good. These swords, these Sephira, are elemental. The color's not just for show, they are elemental swords, which means they have their associated elemental weaknesses. But they're also, you know, you can just beat them with your physical weapons. It's not too bad. The only problem is they fly around constantly. So, just like every other boss fight, I would recommend dealing with the Sephira first. Fight the Sephira real quick. I have my party set up to prioritize party leader target if possible, but I also have them just set up to whatever's targeted by another ally as a priority as well. Really hate fighting these swords, by the way, if it's not apparent. This is most of the fight, is trying to catch the fucking swords. They just fly around constantly. It's literally all they do. They do attack. I shouldn't say that's all they do, but really their entire purpose is to just do a little bit of damage to you and also just fuck your gambits up, trying to chase them around constantly. You can utilize offensive magic to fight them, if you so desire. Not a bad idea, just be careful about using elemental spells and then healing one sword when you try to fight another, etc., etc.
Release your power, my minions. Find true your mark. Bring pain and despair unending. Die!
Of course, Vayne has fancy voice lines for all of his attacks. He also has that attack, which I believe is single target. It's really not anything special. Once you defeat all the swords, I think it's when you defeat all the swords, it might be 75%.
Ivalice will know a new dynast king, and man will keep his own history. The tyranny of the gods is ended. We are their puppets no more. The freedom for which we have longed is at hand.
He will cast Greater Barrier on himself, which will refresh all the buffs he had, but it's no big deal because you can simply dispel it again. Most of what he does this battle is special attacks. He doesn't do much otherwise. He does still have physical attacks. He has access to all 3 elemental level 3 black magic, but most of his time is spent shooting lasers out of swords. I'm telling you, he's got fancy quickenings essentially. His special attacks can do quite a lot of damage. He also has access to magic barrier and I think physical barrier, but I'm not 100% on that. As long as you can heal through his special attacks, it's not really too much of a problem. His level 3 magic doesn't do too much, so it is AoE, so you do have to keep in mind that, but no big deal otherwise. We're gonna go ahead and speed the game up. He should hit critical health here soon, which just gives him the standard buffs. I don't know if it gives him CT0. It does allow him to do Tree of Sephira though, apparently.
Swords of light, minions strong. Dance in the sky. Unleash your cold fury. I will wield you. I will sever the lives of those who fall upon the plane. Break them as dust!
I don't know if his special attacks are timed or simply HP based. I believe they're HP based, but so he is readying Limit Break, which I think increases all of his stats, but he does it so late in the fight it's kind of irrelevant because you should be killing him in the next couple of hits anyway.
Even a stray has pride. Here I pay my debt.
Burn in hell! Govrons!
He's a good master.
Aye.
Penna! I have failed us both. I am no Dynast King. You must find another, one who might realize your ambitions.
They are fulfilled beyond your knowing. The Christ is sundered. Age of Stones complete. From the Undying Ones, the world is freed. You shall not tread this path alone. Together we go. Come.
Won't Sid be eager to learn what has happened here? History begins anew.
And now we fight. We fight against the Undying. He is the only boss in the game that does not have a health bar at all. There's no way of seeing his health during the game. Now we're actually, like I've mentioned, going to use a different party for this. It's going to take a second because we need to get Fran out of the party and she's currently doing stuff with herself here. Go get Penelo in here. And this will be the party that we do the fight with. Now we're going to spend about 1 billion years casting bulbs on ourselves because decoy is garbage, but that's alright. Vayne does a lot of damage. I believe he might also be, don't quote me on this, but I believe he might also be the only enemy in the game that has piercing black magic. So there are other enemies that have piercing Graviga. And Piercing Graviga does half damage instead of quarter damage. He also has Mega Flare. You know what? Actually, Ash, take Flare off. We don't need that. Let's go hit him. You'll do way more damage anyway. He has Piercing Fire Aga, Piercing Thundaga, Piercing Blizzaga. I believe he has Piercing Graviga as well. All of these attacks, I also believe, go through Reflect. But again, don't quote me on that. I just believe this to be the case. He does have normal attacks. There's Piercing Fire. He does have normal attacks. They hit fairly hard, so does the magic. I would recommend having at least 3,000 health to allow you to survive more easily. He also is is he the only boss? Well, I don't know. At 75% health, he makes himself immune to magic. At 50% health, he makes himself immune to physical. At 25% health, he makes himself immune to everything. So, after he makes himself immune to physical, he also has Piercing Holy, I forgot about that. It hits real hard, as you can see. I would recommend, here comes Bosch with the save, that you hate this boss tremendously, for one. But I would also recommend, after he makes himself immune to physical damage, that he also can't be dispelled, I forgot. You wait for it to wear off, and then you burn all of your quickenings, and your secondary party, you switch to your main party, burn all of those quickenings, and then hope that kills him. We are not going to do that because I want to show the entirety of the fight, so I'm not going to use quickenings to burn through his health bar. But that's probably what you want to do. Also, again, he has very fancy attacks. And he does have Piercing Dispelga. He is piercing everything, I think, but it's very annoying because he removes all your debuffs, or all your buffs. No matter what you do, he will remove them. Nope, Penelo actually died from that because she doesn't have bubble on herself. I feel like this is a thing that we should probably have on her. Also, his normal attack, as you can see, does copious amounts of damage. Does not have a requirement to be within melee range. He can attack you from across the arena. He's also murdering us. We're going to adjust our gambits here because these are too low for this boss fight. They're fine for normal use. A bit too low for this boss fight though, so we're gonna up these to keep our health a little bit better. In theory, anyway. We're also going to have a Bosch here do something for me. We're going to use a bubble moat on Penelo. Now never mind. Bubble moats are not as good as the bubble spell. The bubble spell doubles your current health as well. The bubble moat only doubles your max health. Please stop dying. I have one task for you, and it's to stop dying. That is your entire duty right now. Where'd the bubble moat go? There it is. I just want this so she doesn't die to things. We can hit the boss if we use magic, but you know, it's no big deal. You know what? Bosch, go away. We're bringing Fran in. We're going full tank mode, double healer. See if Ash can actually survive this fight. She's trying her darndest. This is why you burn his health down, by the way. It's very annoying. It would help if she had Protect, obviously, but she's dying, so we'll get it off eventually here. Oh yeah, Fran has no MP. At this point in the game, again, pop some elixirs, pop some mega elixirs, burn your quickenings, and then pop, we actually are gonna use quickenings, because it won't kill him anyway. Burn your quickenings, pop a mega elixir, burn your quickenings again, pop another mega elixir if you manage to get 2 of them. Ow. So he should no longer be immune. Oh no, he is still immune to physical damage. Never mind. We're just waiting. I think quickenings count as magic damage, but I'm not sure. Either way, I'm gonna wait for it to wear off anyway. Because otherwise the timings get real wonky. There it goes. So he's no longer immune to physical damage, so we're going to burn our quickening chain. And then we're going to use a Mega Elixir. Hopefully we don't die to his autos. God.
I must believe.
It's very nice of the enemies to always stop when we do these big quickening chains. Like, he's just chilling there, waiting for his turn. Real nice of him. I appreciate it. Not getting very lucky on the choices down there so far. We only got one level 1 one. Oh, well, that one just went immediately to level 3, so. Could have been better, but A, at least we got a mischarge. Sometimes we don't even get those. It is an entirely reasonable strategy, by the way, to actually let one of your parties die. And the reason I say that is because most people, when they're playing this game, only level up one party. So you can have your lower level party come into this fight, blow their 3 quickenings, and then die. And then switch to your main party, blow their quickenings, use a Mega Elixir, blow their quickenings, etc., etc. Rinse and repeat forever. I missed a mischarge, I'm sad. Now, Mega Elixirs are extraordinarily rare. So, if you can do this fight without using Mega Elixirs, you can then, I believe, save that Mega Elixir for a New Game Plus playthrough if you feel like it. But there's really no desire or need for that because New Game Plus is a joke. It's obscenely easy because you start at level 90. We'll go over all that stuff in a different video. We also need to do trial mode at some point. I almost fucked that up, but that's alright. Fran's just beating the dickens out of him right now, basically. Quickening chains always take so long. So that's that. Mega Elixirs will also restore your MP and HP to full, so they are very useful. Just all around fantastic items. That's why they're so rare. In fact, I think this game has probably the rarest Mega Elixirs I've ever seen. So instead of casting Curaga, we're just gonna find our Mega Elixir wherever it is. We should have 1 Mega Elixir. There it is. And if you've been following along, I sort of fucked that up because, oh no, Pinello got it, nice. So we burned his health down, so he should be immune to all damage. We're about to find out, I suppose. Oh no, he's not, that was the other message. You should be immune to all damage shortly anyway, so we're gonna let his health burn down. There's the critical, there's perfect defense. So at this point, he is completely immune to all damage and dispel, because being immune to magic makes you immune to dispel, rather annoyingly. So at this point it is simply, can you survive? Because he will try and murder you really hard. You can tell by the fact that he immediately used this particular attack, which killed Pinello last time and is probably going to kill her again. Also, I don't understand how this doesn't destroy the ship we're on, but whatever. Oh, it didn't kill Pinello. Oh, because she has bubble still. Nice. So again, this is simply a can you survive sort of thing. The arena is too small for you to reasonably... There goes Dispelga. That's awful. I hate piercing Dispelga. The arena is too small to reasonably get people separated far enough that Blizzaga doesn't hit a bunch of people, but... or Fire-Aga or whatever, so just be aware that you're going to need to heal. He also, at critical health, starts spamming out his special abilities rather frequently. So if you can't survive these specials with at least 30% health, you're going to be in trouble in terms of surviving the fight at this phase. Because if you do not burn his health down past perfect defense before he triggers it, this happens. So let's hope Fran can actually keep us topped up while we get Pinello back up. This is the time where I think Curaja would be a much better used spell. So we're just gonna crazy overheal because the spell just went out again and I hate everything. Let's get ourselves topped up. When he reaches critical health, he gains more attack. He gains, I believe, CT0 for physical and magical attacks. He gains more defense. He gains... he can't combo, so he can't do that. Thankfully, otherwise he'd fucking assassinate people. Oh, he's no longer immune. Hey! So at this point, the rest of the fight continues. He will continue spamming out special attacks. He will continue spamming out death. He will continue spamming out piercing holy, which will straight up kill party members if they do not have bubble on them. At this point in the game, it's fairly likely that'll kill them. You can use summonings on him. It's not recommended because he'll usually just kill the summon very rapidly, but you know, it's no big deal. So again, my recommended strategy, get him to 50%, wait for that physical barrier to wear off, burn your quickenings, switch parties, burn your quickenings, burn a mega elixir, burn your quickenings, and hopefully that will kill him before he does perfect defense. If he does perfect defense, you just have to survive, and it's rather difficult. As you can tell by the fact that I'm dying. Now this boss can be killed at level 1. There is a New Game Plus version of the game that puts you at level 1. It can be done. It's not easy though, and it revolves around using items to heal rather than magic, because items are much, much faster than magic is. It also relies on utilizing Phoenix Downs and Bubble. You need Bubble. I missed a mischarge. That's my bad. You need Bubble at level 1, otherwise you'll just die. There's no other way around that. I don't think I'll do a level 1 playthrough. I might. I don't know. If I do it, I'm not going to record the whole thing. I might just record, you know, points of interest and bosses and stuff like that. I'm not sure. We're definitely not doing a regular New Game Plus playthrough because it's just the same game but at level 90, so it's not exactly something that's high on my list of things that I need to record for YouTube. Anyway, we'll be over that at some point. Probably after I do trial mode is when we will discuss the New Game Plus modes available in this version of the game. This is going a pretty good combo so far. I still haven't gotten a long enough combo to show you guys Black Hole, I don't think, or Supernova or whatever it's called. Which I think is at minimum 12. And I think it's, is it 12 or 9? It'd make more sense to be 9, because it'd be 3 level 3, 3, 2, 3, 1. But I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up, and I'm kind of busy right now. Look in the comments, maybe, and someone will say, who knows? No, I fucked it up twice. I hit the wrong button twice, and then I shuffled that one. That's alright, whatever. We'll get Arc Blast again, that's fine. This might kill him. If it doesn't, it's going to put him really low, so. We're about to see. Hey, it killed him. 35,000 damage. I believe he has something like 200-something thousand health or 200,000 health or something like that. I'm not sure.
we fly?
No fuel goes to the Glossair engines.
Damn. Vaughn, you're in charge. I'm checking the engine room.
Right.
Fran, with me?
Look! Bahamut's Glossair rings are stopping!
Vaughn, as soon as the Strahl's rings move, you take off. Understood? You can fly her, Vaughn. Just do it like I told you.
Don't worry.
Penelo, watch for interference from Bahamut's Skystone. The Strahl's a fickle girl. You keep her working for us.
I'll see what I can do.
Bosh, look after Larsa, will you? If House Solidor should crumble, the Empire would fail, and civil war would take us all.
I understand.
The Lord Larsa is our last hope.
Vaughn, the power's back. We can go.
Right. Let's go. Grab onto something.
Sir, it's the Stroll. She's left Bahamut. She's moving away.
The Stroll. They made it. At last. The Bahamut has fallen. The final test is upon us. The judges shall rule us no more. Main cannon on the Alexander.
This is Judge Magister Gabon. All forces cease fire. I repeat, all units of the Arcadian army, hold your fire.
The battle is over. As of this moment, we have signed a ceasefire with the Shelia Benargan Delmasca, the Royal Majesty.
Attention. This is Larsa Farinus Solidor.
My brother Vane has died with honor in battle. The Imperial fleet is now under my command.
Sir, your orders, sir.
This is Ashelia Delmasca.
The Lady Ash. Thank the gods you live.
I confirm what Judge Magister Gabranth and Larsa Solidor have said here.
Please stand down your attack. The war is over. Evilise looks to the horizon.
A new day has dawned. We are free. Look, Vaughn, the Bahamut.
A message from the Alexander.
Take it.
Sir.
This is Judge Sargabath, captain of the Alexander, flagship of the 12th Damascan Fleet of the Arcadian Army.
I address all ships in Ravanasta's airspace. The Bahamut must not be allowed to fall on the city of Ravanasta.
We are preparing to ram her. Do not interfere.
Madness.
Should she fall, the paling will not hold.
And all Ravanasta will be obliterated. All ships, concentrate your fire on the Alexander's remains once Bahamut is clear of the city.
Hasty, I may. I think it's a little early to be throwing away our lives just yet.
Balthier? Wait! Balthier, where are you?
Oh, Vaughn. Sounds like you made it out okay. The Strahl's a fine airship, eh?
What does he think he's doing? Balthier!
Marquis, stop that fool judge on the Alexander for me, would you? Just getting somewhere with these Glossair rings. Almost done. Don't want him ramming me before I fix them, do we?
Balthier, do you understand exactly what it is you're doing?
Princess! No need to worry. I hope you haven't forgotten my role in this little story. I'm the leading man. You know what they say about the leading man? He never dies. Let's fly! Fran, power to the Glossair rings. Fran?
to me, Balthier. Get out of Bahamut immediately.
Please, Balthier! You mustn't die!
Please, Balthier. Come back.
I'd say you're in more of a supporting role.
Fran, please. Vaughn, the Strahl's in your hands. You'd better take care of her, you hear? If there's one scratch on her when I get back...
Roger that. We'll be waiting for you.
Balthier!